Hello guys, Gladiator Bricks here. Now, I haven't done many vlogs and such, or talks and such, but I will do a talk about a show that I've been watching a while, that I watched a few episodes of and kind of don't know what to think about it. The Rise of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. My opinion on it is, I want Shredder in that show. I just want Shredder. I would have rather them let John Cena voice Shredder instead of making him a new villain. Now, the weapons, their magic weapons, are actually 100% based off actual magic weapons the Turtles had in a different TV show, which was in one of their animated series. Which I will point that out. So, the weapons are not new. Those are not a new design. What is new, though, is Raph being the leader. But in the Nickelodeon show, he took leadership for a short time, but found out the hard way that leadership is a hard thing to go for, pretty much. He found out the hard way. Now, I will just suggest you go check out the Nickelodeon TV show and maybe the original 2000 show, because you guys really, if you haven't heard about it, go ahead and look it up. YouTube has a lot of the episodes on it. In fact, I've watched probably every single episode from every single TV show ever created on the Ninja Turtles. Now, my opinion is it's not worse than Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles The Next Mutation. The Next Mutation was horrible, in my opinion. I mean, they kind of were trying to get off the original. If you remember the original movies, which were actually pretty good, in my opinion, and they were the best movies ever created, because I was born in that timeline. So, don't put down the original movies. You could put down the new TMNT because it deserves it. And that new movie. I'm sorry, I liked their try, but Michael Bay doesn't do a very good job, in my opinion. And the movies left a lot to be desired, and it looked like with Shredder they had ripped off the suit from X-Men Origins or something. I mean, they ripped off the Silver Samurai, giving him a robotic suit. That was one of my main complaints for the show. In fact, I think I got a Mega Block version of the version of Shredder from that show. Let's go ahead and get him out. And compare him to the cooler version of Shredder. Oh, this is an old version of Shredder right here. Now take a look at that. That is a good version. Now, I'm going to find the version of Shredder that I think is pathetic. If I could just find him. I'm in Italy. If you're wondering, yes, I've mixed a bunch of Halo and Creo and other minifigs together from different non-Lego themes, so it'll be a while before I find it. It's kind of a mess in this box. Okay. have complaints about the Nickelodeon show as well, because I didn't like the Casey Jones from the Nickelodeon version either. I didn't like the Nickelodeon version of Casey Jones, because they kind of went a little bit too below what he's supposed to be. The original Casey Jones was actually pretty cool, and originally was designed as a new villain to replace Shredder in the original show. Found him. This is the Shredder from the movie. See what I mean? He looks pathetic. Doesn't even look like Shredder. He looks like some random robotic dude. It doesn't even look a thing. I mean, take a look at this and tell me, where does that scream Shredder? You know what this screams? I am ripping off the Silver Samurai. I am the Silver Samurai, actually. Get out of the way, you at this point. That's the proper Shredder. Now, the Nickelodeon show did a pretty good job designing Shredder as well. Here's a version of him. And if you're wondering, here's the Foot Ninja for comparison in size. He's a pretty cool Shredder figure, which I might actually use him in a Lego Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles stop motion instead of my normal Lego Shredder, because this guy is actually 100% what I think Shredder should look like, and he's very accurate. Except for one little detail, gold armor. But he is very accurate with Shredder. The Shredder from this TV show was actually a little more accurate. In fact, the accuracy of Shredder kind of got pretty good in the original shows and such. Originally, though, they kind of still went with very pathetic versions of Shredder in the original. The original comic book, Shredder was not that cool of a character. Actually, he was killed in the first comic book. Leo actually literally sliced him. And you'd have to look up the actual comic book. Splinter originally trained the Turtles for vengeance. For revenge. So, yeah. The original comic books were darker. But in the end, who would have thought the Turtles would become popular? But anyways, let's talk about Rise of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. What do I have? What's my problem with that show? 100% I'll start naming them. The length of the episode. That's my one problem. It takes only a few seconds for one episode. It's like, come on, I want it to last longer. And of course, when they make changes, I'd rather them stick with the original characters. 100% and the original designs. And 100% I'd rather them listen to the original story. 3. I think the Turtles need to be a little more tough than they're shown in the show. And a little more personality, because it looks like they're not giving them much personality. 4. I have a problem with the new Splinter. He's kind of not... You'd have to see Splinter in the new show and compare him to all the other incarnations of Splinter before you know what my problem with that version is. And 5. They're 100% removed from ninjas. That's actually 5 problems I have with that show. And you probably know the rest. Now, what was my problems with the next mutation? Well, the show just was too wacky. And that's the same problem that's been carrying on to the Rise of the Teenage Mutant Turtles. It's way too wacky as well. But the show was... There were some episodes in the next mutation that were pretty good. Like the one where Raph was being chased by a gorilla, and he had to team up with that one hunter to try to escape the gorilla inside of a place, and they were literally running around from the gorilla. That was the only good episode in the whole show. The Shredder in that show actually had a helmet similar to the Shredder from the movie. You know, I just realized? I think they saved that prop and used it on the new Shredder. Yeah, now I know where they got that pathetic mask. They borrowed it from the Next Mutation props. Ugh. They should have thrown those props away. Anyways, that's it for today. Comment, subscribe, share this video, and let me know what incarnation of the Turtles is your favorite. And if you agree with my opinion on the Shredders and why I'm against the new movie version of the Shredder, then leave a like. If you dislike any of the things I said, just leave a dislike. Tell you the truth, I'm okay that you just viewed it. So, peace out, like G.I. the Jedi would say. And, let's see, as my favorite character from Disney would say, T-I-F-N, ta-ta for now.